I'm going to break down breastfeeding into 4 stages for you. I made these stages up. I don't know if they're a real thing. But we've got newborn, infant, baby, and then 12 months plus. So let's jump into newborn. Obviously, this is right when baby's born. I consider it birth to about 3 weeks. This is the rough part. This is where you're figuring out if you can do this. You're going to have pain. You are trying to get a good latch. Your main focus is to get a good latch right now. You're going to be dealing with potential engorgement. Your milk is coming in. If you're unaware, your milk typically comes in anywhere between day 2 and day 5 of your baby's life. Before that milk comes in, you're going to have colostrum, which is the yellow, extra fatty, I don't want to call it milk because it's colostrum, but essentially you're like pre-milk. And your baby will be fine on that. Just keep nursing, and then your milk comes in. Your milk will come in. You might deal with some serious engorgement, and basically what to do, feed your baby. Hopefully they're awake enough at this point to want to eat, but you just want to feed your baby, and that's what it is. Your baby will drink the milk, and then your body will make more according to how much they're drinking. So supply and demand is your key. During this phase, again, your goal is a good latch. That's your primary focus. I'm not a lactation consultant. I'm not an expert. I've just nursed 2 babies, and I was very successful in both of my nursing journeys. A few things to watch out for would be extreme pain. Obviously, you're going to be uncomfortable with a baby nursing on you. That's not your normal, But if it hurts the entire time you're nursing, the latch is probably bad. If it hurts the initial 10 to 20, 30 seconds, it's just the initial pain. After a few minutes, the pain should be going away. And if it's not, it's probably not a good latch. Try to get them off and restart them. If your nipple comes out of their mouth looking like a tube of lipstick, this means their latch is off. It shouldn't have that sort of shape. That's not good. If your baby's making any sort of clicking noises, things like that, that's not ideal either. So again, talk to a lactation consultant and just keep practicing. Practice, practice, practice. You are also going to be experiencing leaking during this time. If you're feeding baby on one side, oftentimes the other side is leaking. This is why I did the football hold, which is where baby kind of goes under your armpit on one side, and then I would wear the haka on the other side to collect milk. Again, this is just how it goes in the beginning. It's a little hectic. So on to the next phase. So what I call the infant phase, 3 weeks to 3 months. This is where you have really probably decided if you're breastfeeding or not. You got through that initial pain or you didn't. But if you did get through it, at this point, it's like practicing. You're finding your routine. You're finding your rhythm. You're probably at home on maternity leave. So you're just getting the hang of it. You are establishing maybe a schedule. You have maybe a system for your milk. You may be introducing a bottle at this point. If your baby's going to daycare, you absolutely need them to be able to take a bottle. If you're a stay-at-home mom, it's completely up to you. I got to the point where my babies would not take a bottle anymore. I will say it's a lot on you as the mom to truly be attached to your baby that first year. Not a lot of time away from them. So if you're going to introduce a bottle, now's the time to regularly introduce that bottle. Not to get into all that, but that is the infant phase. So next we have baby, where your baby's just they're just there. They're a baby. They're getting stronger. They're 3 to about 12 months, that full year. And they're getting stronger. They can support their head much easier. They are starting to express opinions. You know them, you know who they are, you know what they want, you know when they want to eat, you know when they're done. You are gaining confidence in yourself. You likely got it at this point, and you're doing fine. It's, to me, the easiest phase would be 3 months to 12 months. Teething. That's probably the only struggle during this period. And yeah, teething can be rough. I also want to say 3 to 12 months, that initial 3-month mark, your supply, you may think it's dropping. You start to lose that feeling of engorgement. Your milk has regulated. You're not going to leak like you used to, but don't think your supply tanked. It's just you're regulating. Your baby's still getting plenty of milk as long as you are regularly nursing them. So then let's go into that 4th phase, the 12-month plus. So this is once your baby reached a year. Congratulations, you've reached a year. That's wonderful. It's up to you how far you go at this point, if you're going to let your baby wean on their own or not. I will say this part of breastfeeding is, to me, the least stressful, in the sense that they're eating solid foods. Nursing is just for comfort. It can be random. You don't need to worry. Are they getting enough milk? How many times did I nurse them today? You don't need to worry as much. They're fine. They're eating food. They're probably drinking out of a sippy cup. They're okay. So, and then like I said, this goes into weaning, and that can be your choice. It can be their choice. It can be a decision together, kind of. I made my own decisions on when I weaned my babies, and it was on my schedule, not theirs, because I was ready to have my body back and I just didn't have any more to give. So I made it to the year mark, and then a little while after that, I weaned my babies. We recommend when you wean to do it slowly and gently. It helps you and it helps them, and it really doesn't have to be a traumatic thing. It can be a gradual, smooth event. So those are the 4 main stages of breastfeeding and how I would break them down, classify them, and just generalize what you're going through during each phase. So good luck in your breastfeeding journey. I'm going to have a lot more videos on this channel about breastfeeding. I'm definitely pro breastfeeding. I had a great experience with it, and I hope you do too if that's what you desire. So good luck.